Leo, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
Not too bad. What simple question, but what brings you to Impact Wrestling?
Some
I
the
say it's simple, but
yeah, yeah. um uh it feels like the perfect fit, if I'm being completely honest with you. It feels like the perfect fit for where I am right now in my life. Professionally, personally, it feels like the absolute right place for me to be right now.
sometimes you'll hear a wrestler when, they're entertaining free agent offers, they'll say they want to go to a certain promotion because of specific talent. Was that the case for you? Can you speak to, besides it just being the right fit? Like, did they reach out to you? Did you say, "Hey, I want to work with wrestler X, Y, and Z on the roster"? Like, how did this all come together?
It all came together WrestleMania weekend, this past WrestleMania weekend in Los Angeles, doing the joint show with New Japan Pro Wrestling and Impact Wrestling. It was kind of a spur of the moment type of situation. Josh Alexander was out. They needed a replacement for Kushida, and I was able to step in. From there, I think I impressed, Scott Demore. I think I impressed the people over at Impact Wrestling. And I think I landed myself a future opportunity with Impact to show them more of what I can do. Obviously, they've known me for years. They've heard about me. They've seen me on other televised promotions. But I think to actually wrestle in front of them and to feel, what the crowd is feeling and to feel that energy that I bring and the genuine spirit that I bring to the locker room, I feel like it was a no brainer for them to bring me on for a little bit more time. So um, the roster didn't, it wasn't entirely the roster. Like I said, I wanted to be an impact. I felt like it was the right fit, but the roster definitely did help. A lot of those guys I've never been able to, you know, compete in the ring with before. With my 9, 10 years, almost 10 years doing this, a lot of those guys and girls I've never gotten a chance or opportunity to work with. But a lot of the people there as well were there during my earlier days in my wrestling career. Guys like Motor City Machine Guns, guys like Sammy Callahan, Rich Swann, Moose. So to have that familiarity definitely persuaded my decision to go to Impact a little bit more. If it already feels like home, it already feels
Mhm.
like family, and it didn't take long, which I knew it wouldn't.
Did you go into that weekend, WrestleMania weekend? Did you go into it thinking it was an audition, or did you think maybe it was just, all right, I'm helping out, and that was it? Like,
I treated it like an audition. I treated it like an audition. Everything that I do, I treat equally as important as the next. You never know who's watching. You never know who's talking about you in a room. You never know who's having a conversation behind your back. So I always try to be ready. And I know that I've never done anything with Impact before. I knew that there was room and opportunity there to grow. So I took that opportunity and treated it as an audition to possibly get future opportunities with Impact.
mhm. You have that opportunity. Slammiversary is in a few days. You get to challenge Chris Sabin for the X Division Championship. Some would call him a staple of that division. You mentioned his work as a tag team wrestler, so he has a very decorated resume when it comes to not only Impact Wrestling, but he's spent some time in Ring of Honor. He's wrestled around the world. You also have that association with cruiserweight wrestling. You're a former cruiserweight champion. Is this the match, like, sort of, you were looking for to maybe call Impact home? Like, I know you already said it wasn't really a wrestler in particular, but were you looking at the X division as something that challenged you in a way, and you can sort of make that style evolve?
Yeah, most definitely. I saw Impact and I saw the X Division as a challenge, as something to accomplish. I have wrestled for damn near every wrestling promotion that there is to wrestle for and competed within their cruiserweight, lightweight divisions. junior heavyweight divisions. I feel like I've definitely made my rounds around the world multiple times, and have accomplished things in every promotion. And I feel like Impact, there was definitely um, it was calling me. It was calling me. I knew it was only a matter of time. Um, and this was that time. The X Division title is a title that I've never held before. And that intrigues me, that excites me, that motivates me, because I wanna make history. I want to do things that people have never done in this business before. It's only been but recently where I've started to really think about and understand and get a grasp of how much I've actually done in the business, and to have the X Division title being an Impact under my belt, I definitely think that would be a history maker for sure.
Some of the other stuff you've done, you've spent a lot of time with New Japan Pro Wrestling, open weight tag team titles. You've competed for Best of the Super Juniors. So, there's a lot of different stuff you've been able to do in your career. With that said, I know I don't want to look too far ahead, but next month, Multiverse United 2, you made your Impact debut at the first event. I expect to see you there, I guess. You hope to be there? Like,
I've definitely had my eye on that for sure. You're right. I was a part of the first one. And by by chance I was on that first one. But if I am on this, I will be making to make a bigger splash, a much bigger splash, and one with intent. I'm not coming in as a surprise. If I am a part of that event, if I am going to be a part of it, you're going to know that I'm a part of it, and you're going to know exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, I've had my eye on that event for sure, for sure.
I think it's an interesting dynamic because I mentioned you spent so much time, even recently, with New Japan. Now you come over to Impact, so you're on the website, so I'm going to say you're part of the roster. I don't know if you want to clarify that or not, but you have your fingerprints on both of them. There you go.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite an interesting dynamic coming up, and everybody's talking about, what sort of forbidden door matches can happen, but it's like you've already been on both sides of that. So what does interest you about an event where you've worked with a lot of these guys before, and now you're getting a chance to work with a lot of these Impact wrestlers that you mentioned, have some of them have been there, like a Chris Sabin, or some of them are new, like you're gonna already wrestle Mike Bailey at a GCW event coming up, but you have a lot of options coming up the next few weeks.
I do, and the plan is never going to change. Is to always make that impact around the world, around the entire world. I feel like I've been on the same path since I started wrestling. That's to continue to show everybody why I am who I am, that I am every bit of what I think I am, that I am a hard worker, that I am a workhorse, that I am motivated, that I am determined, and that I am myself 100% unapologetically. This is what is supposed to be happening. Like you said, you want to talk about a forbidden door. I've been in that door, out that door multiple times. Right now, I like to think of myself. If there's a door, I'm the handle, because everybody has to go through me. Everybody has to touch me. Everybody has to get to me in order to walk to the other side. So I'm excited. I love the position that I'm in right now, and it's an exciting time.
There is that good relationship between New Japan and Impact. Is that something that could make you want to stick around Impact long term?
Of course. I mean, like you said, the relationship is there. I'm not looking to be here for a certain amount of time and neglect the other. That relationship is there. If there's an opportunity for me in New Japan, I'm going to go over to Japan. If there's an opportunity back here in the States for Impact, I'm going to come back over in the States and wrestle for Impact. And it's as simple as that.
You obviously had some personal issues to deal with. You had some injuries that you dealt with. I believe you retired once over the past couple of years, but now it seems like you're back into the flow. Do you feel like you're back at your best, or do you feel like you're back at 100% and moving forward?
First off, thank you for clarifying the one time.
Okay. I've seen some of the comments, so like I wasn't sure. I just I'll be respectful to the situation.
Oh, I appreciate it, and I will say that it has been one time where I've genuinely said to myself, I am going to walk away. But now that I am here, and now that I'm staying here, I do feel like I'm at my best. I feel like I'm slowly creeping into my prime. It definitely feels like this is the right place, right time type of situation. I've never felt more clear-headed. I've never felt more calm, poised. I've never felt more healthy physically. Speaking about all of my injuries, I feel great. I really do. So I'm fully ready for any and everything that comes my way, because I will be prepared.
I'll close with this question. I usually do a watch list feature. Whether it's going into Slammiversary this weekend or maybe just a match that you're especially proud of, is there one or maybe a few that you would sit somebody down and say, this is the Lio Rush that I strive to be every time I hit the ring?
If I had to pick one of my own matches,
one, or if there's a few that come to mind, just any that you're especially proud of.
I would tell people to watch Slammiversary, because this match is a lot more important than people might think. If you look at it as just the graphic alone, yes, it's an amazing match. You've got to think about the history between me and Sabin, the real history between me and Sabin. You've got to think about what we've done in our individual careers. You've got to think about the people and the wrestlers that we've influenced in our times and eras of wrestling. This is the X Division match. This is the match. So if you want to see what Lio Rush is all about, what the hype is all about, why people can't stop talking about me, why I continue to not go anywhere, watch Slammiversary and watch me become the new X Division champion.
All right. I like the confidence. We've covered quite a bit in this time. Anything else you want to promote before we get out of here? Anything else? I know you were doing music.
Yes.
Anything else going on?
Yes, download and stream my new entrance theme song right now, I'll Be Me. It's actually been really good right now. So thank you for those of you who already have been downloading and streaming. But if you haven't, make sure you do it. And if you know anybody who enjoys music from wrestlers or music from me and haven't heard this, make sure you go out and tell them that. But yeah, go download and stream I'll Be Me. Make sure you follow me on all of my social media platforms at I am Lio Rush.
All right. Slammiversary. Best of luck this weekend. Thanks for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.